Hey guys, my name is CJ and this is the Blender Coder. Okay, so, well, I'm guessing you're here because you want to make a game. And I'm also going to just guess that you have a basic understanding of Blender. If not, I'll kind of be saying whatever I'm doing. So, let's just get this started. I am going to be teaching you a bit of Python on the way. This is not going to be a download this and then put it into your text editor, which I'll be showing you in a second. This is going to be a tutorial on how to do everything, almost. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to change this from default to game logic, and it'll bring up all this stuff you need and don't need. So I'm going to say the only thing you really don't need is this. So I'm just going to take this little corner right here. Oopsie. Took the corner and then you move it over and it connects this to. Okay, so right now this is what we have. Let's get rid of this lamp. Press X to delete. Let's get rid of this. Press right click to select things. Press X to delete and then right click on him. So you'll see that down in Logic Editor, we have our sensors, controllers, actuators, and our object's properties. So what you're gonna want to do now is with it selected, you're probably gonna want to move it to right here, right above. So what you're gonna want to do is go down here, press this magnet. It turns on grid select. So now if we move it, press G to move things, and then press what you want to move it on. So I want to move it on the Z axis, which is up and down. You just move it up, and it moves it up for you. So now it's automatically right on the grid. So the second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into properties, click on this orange cube right here, and name this to player, just so you have less confusion when defining objects. So with the player selected, you are going, one second guys. Okay guys, I figured out what it was. You want to change this from Blender Render to Blender Game. Okay, so then you'll see that some things change, but everything's still the same. You don't have to change anything except for changing that from Blender Render to Blender Game, and this from default to Game Logic. Okay, so after we name it to player, we're going to want to go to this thing that kind of looks like a ping pong ball bouncing off the floor. Click on it, change the physics types to character because it's going to be a character in the game, and change it to actor. So that pretty much gives us our collision detector that's built into Blender. That's pretty good. You might be wondering why I'm not going to do that in Python. It's because it is easier, and I know Python's more flexible, but there's not a lot of things that we're going to want to be flexible with in Blender unless we're making a flexible with in Python with our character, unless we're making a really advanced game, which I'll probably make some more an advanced game tutorial after this. So next thing you're going to want to do is we want him to be able to move. So right now, since we set that to character and actor, you're going to see when you press P, he just falls down. But he has nothing to fall down on. So we're just going to press space, and then some of you guys don't have all your user preferences selected. I went through and I selected all of mine. So I have all mine selected, so when I press space it brings up this search bar, but it brings up this. But when you press space, it's just going to bring up, if you don't have everything selected, it's just going to bring up a search bar. So I'm just going to press space and click on search, and now I'm going to say add cube, and it's going to add this cube. Now the reason why I am adding actually, let's not add a cube, let's add plane. Sorry about that. And the reason why I am adding a plane is so we have something to walk on or move on. So press S. Remember that as it's press S to scale, but you can also remember it as size. So let's just press S to size it up, and that looks about good. Yep. And then let's click on the character. Well, you don't have to click on the character to play the game, but let's just enter, and we're gonna add, which is the green arrow, and whichever it's facing is positive. So it's facing this way. So right here is gonna be our face. So let's plus this Y up to 0.2. So whenever we press W, is going to it's going to change its location on the y-axis by 0.2. So after that, what we're going to want to do is, I don't know what I'm doing there. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make the backwards one. Okay, so now we're going to want to do our backwards one. I stopped the video for a second because my maximum limit is 10 minutes. So I'm going to connect the two videos afterwards. Anyways, so now we're going to want to make our backwards one. I didn't change anything, so here we go. Let's name this backwards. And what key we want it to sense it for is S. Okay, so let's just minus that down, and then connect these, and bring that down, and then just change this to character motion, and name this backward. And then let's see. So if this is our face, and we are plussing on the y-axis to go forward, to go backwards, obviously we're going to want to minus on the y-axis. So let's take this. Y is the middle one. It'll show up if I zoom out a little bit. See y. And let's subtract 2. Okay? The 0.2, not 2, but 0.2. Some people, they think that's 20, but there is a decimal in there. See? Anyways, let's bring that down. And then let's go over here. Name this right. And then we're going to our right key is going to be D. Bring that arrow down and connect them. And then name this right. And now we're going to want to change this from simple motion to character motion. Now, some of you might make the mistake of changing it, then changing this to character motion. But what you want to do is, see if I make this like 635, and I go into simple motion, it's a 0. So after you go into character motion, you want to change this. So, if X is our face, so if X is our face, that not X, but if Y is going to be the front of our object, then X is the red, X is going to be the side of our object, okay? So the arrow is always facing positively, and so we're going to want to, if we're going right, we're going to want to go up on the x-axis by 0.2. I like 0.2 because it's good. Depending on the size of your character, it might not be. So then, let's go into the left. Uh-oh. I accidentally just... It's good. It's okay. So, same this one left. Make this the A key. We can put that down. And then bring this over. Make this character motion. Name this left. Since we're going up on the axis to go right, we're going to go down on the x-axis, or subtracting on the x-axis to go left. Okay, so there we have our 4 main ones. This one's going to be our jump, so let's add one more keyboard sensor. Name this jump, and we're going to have our key be space. Okay, let's connect those two, put that down, and then jump. And this, what I like about character motion is, look at this, you can just put jump there. That's good. Now you could do like a forwards roll whenever you press that button, but for that you're gonna have a lot of time. You're gonna want to have a lot of time to animate that whenever you press the jump button. So let's just not do that for now, because it might actually stop like right here, and then you're just gonna have your character balancing on it. So let's just not do that. Anyways, moving on. Press P to go into game mode. And remember, this is our face, so press P, and now we can move our block from left to right, up, down. That's cool. But you know what's even better? Well, first let's actually color our cube. So go into material, and I guess mine started out with material. If not, there will be a thing that says new. Just click that. Go to diffuse and click on this whiteness. And mine's going to be blue. Now you don't have to do this, but it's good to have a color difference so you can see it better. See? Now you can see my keyboard better. I think it makes the game look better. Okay, so let's see how much time we have left. 5 minutes. That's good. So that is what I'm going to be teaching you today. I'm going to make another video next on how to actually add a camera and make it so we can look inside of our guy, and make it so like we can move our mouse to control the camera. Okay, so see you in my next video. This is the Blender Coda. It's the Blender Coder. My name is CJ. Like and subscribe the video. Comment if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next tutorial.